At the start of the year, I immediately declared that the challenge begins, that POKIA is going to be under development. And I was bragging that in 2 months you can just build all these features, it's not that complicated. And then maybe spend 1 month just painting the cute shit, adding more graphical fidelity, whatever people like, more flashiness effects, you name it. And then you have Bazaar, made in 3 months. That's possible. I don't know why it wasn't that. Obviously, I'm not going to get to the level of Bazaar in terms of like bug fixes and all the just limits to what one man can do, obviously. Besides, the budget was 8 years and millions of dollars, basically, so the budget was way off to make something like that in 2 months that would still be competitive. Would be interesting, wouldn't it? So 8 days have passed. 8 days were also stressful because if there's too much noise, if there's too much internally going on, too much emotion, and I have to shield myself from like drama and all sorts of like nonsense that would happen to my brain because my environment is not 100% safe and foolproof. I'm not a rich man who can afford whatever the fuck they want. So I will have stress days. I will have days that I have to take off so I could rebuild myself back to normal. It's stressful enough to just do programming alone and take on the challenge to prove to people, and hopefully they actually care, A little while ago, I showed you guys how long it would take roughly to make these individual features, like inventory and cards, which is what I have been working on for these past 8 days. Just slowly and surely putting things together. One feature after the other, then inventory shows up using the grid system. Items slide away from each other. They get fixed onto the inventory. I checked how Bazaar's inventory works just for reference of what happens when you put item over here and over here, how Bazaar handles things. And the logic is pretty complicated, so I went with something a lot simpler for now. Maybe it's going to change in the future. I don't know. Basically, lots of work. And you can keep track of every single thing I do in the Discord. Before I show you anything, I have to put Reynat's face in my game. Obviously, why not? Any image can be easily added, and then we just change a few things about it, and then it looks good, right? We can change the charge because we don't want Reynat to be charging at us just yet. Or just flip the card. The flip does not quite work. I have to change the size of the... Yeah. There's gonna be bugs. There's gonna be things to iron out. It's not exactly what Bazaar is stupid about, It's not the thing that inspires to attack the card game industry, because even Bazaar is struggling with balance, which is so annoying to me. Not only balance, but it just doesn't even have content as well. It's just like, oh, just play this multiplayer thing that nobody plays properly and fairly. They just spam the most broken shit ever. And they teach each other what is the most broken shit ever. Just like that's YouTube economy as well. Like everything about card games is kind of on the edge of just pissing me off. Might as well add anger in the mix and change the size, because I'll have 2 sizes. I don't think I need 3, but I might change my mind. And fuck it. We're talking about capitalism. It's Mr. Beast. Alright. So here it is. All the features that you'll be able to see. Put that guy, snaps in, holds on. There's more bugs though. We're probably gonna bump into more bugs though. But everything snaps in nicely. Now, what happens if I want to put an item inside both of these guys? Oh, Reynard is so nice. He just kind of just went along and gave some space. And now my anger can sit. And I can even push them around. Isn't that fun? All right, see you guys next time. I hope someone is shitting their pants. That took me 8 days, and we're gonna unlock more and more features until there's this full game going on. And these turns happen where they charge and score certain amounts, and then flip upside down, blah, blah, blah. You get the idea. We're gonna have a game, guys.